Hello everyone, back with some new ITM content, and today we're going to have the most underrated team I believe in free agency. My opinion, Dominic Reyes-Alcatib on the channel. No one else, not Jacob nor Robert. This is my opinion, so don't go crazy at me guys, this is my opinion. But before we get into it, please like, subscribe, and comment. You don't know how far it really goes. We appreciate it so much. We want to give out as much content as we can to the viewer. We appreciate what the viewer brings, and yeah, let's get right into this video. Thank you guys all so much. Alright, the team I've been keeping a secret and I like a lot, and they went under the radar I think too much in my opinion, and that is the Dallas Mavericks. They took a crazy step in the right direction. I think they showed Luka how serious they are about keeping him, and after this offseason, I would want to stay personally. Re-signing Kyrie, his co-star, who didn't get to play a lot together, but I think with some time will gel perfectly together. Bringing in serious defensive upgrades. Completely different team, I personally believe. You brought in Grant Williams in a trade. You brought in Derek Lively, who is a great rim running prospect that's going to play great next to Luka. You also got Olivier, who's going to be a perimeter defender for years to come, who's going to terrorize other players. This is a great new step in the right direction. You surround him with defensive pieces, you really embrace playing Luka ball. Here's a list of everything they got. I know I already kind of said it, but bringing in Seth Curry I think is kind of an underrated signing. Gives more positional and lineup depth and different outcomes. I like Seth Curry as a shooter, off the ball player. Might be a pretty solid fit next to Luka. Grabbing the other defensive pieces makes it so he might be a possibility to play a bit more. But more on their new pickups. Grabbing a top tier rim running prospect. When you finish 28th in blocks per game as a team and you rank 19th in points given up in the paint, it's a pretty big idea and a great one to go grab a rim runner. And they got a guy who's 7'1" with a 7'7" wingspan. Dude's ready to protect the rim. He's athletic. He has some great defensive IQ. This move just shows how serious they are about upgrading that defense. They need it, and I love it. And you're surrounding Luka and Kyrie with winners on that side of the ball, which they're not great themselves, so they need others to help, and I think this is great. You also get Grant Williams, and you get Olivier, who are going to be band-aids for what DFS brought last year, Dorian Finney-Smith. You lose him in the Kyrie trade. Great defensive player, not very offensive much. But getting Grant Williams is a band-aid. I think he's not as good defensively as Dorian Finney-Smith, but also has a bit more offense to offer. So I like that signing a lot. And having Dwight Powell not take up all the center minutes is going to be beautiful. Someone who's actually going to protect the rim. And yeah, like I said, I am excited to see how great this team is defensively next year. Definitely going to be a huge upgrade over last year. I know people aren't very fond of Jason Kidd, and I kind of agree, but seeing what he did against the Suns in 2021 and how he made the defensive matchups work, and he looked great as a coach in that series. So maybe with a better defense and other defensive pieces around him, he can make this work. So I'm interested to see. I don't know. I think these guys can be pretty special. Like I've stated, I'm excited to see this team. You don't really get to see Christian Wood anymore. It's not going to be re-signed by this team. So a loss on that end on the offensive side of the ball, but having Luka and Kyrie might just be enough offensively to where you be able to play defense the way they're going to be able to play next year. And if it's like I think they're going to be a very well-balanced team. Now you also have some guys that are coming back from their rookie season. You have Jaden Hardy, who I think is going to have a bigger upgrade and a better season next year. I think he'll be great running as the sixth man. Some other notable bright spots on the team. You also bring back Josh Green, who's a very intriguing 6'7" shooting guard with crazy athleticism. Someone looked like he developed a shot also. You also brought in Rashawn Holmes off a trade. Interesting, maybe can play some backup minutes. I personally like him a lot more than Dwight Powell. I might be a bit biased on that. Also retaining Maxi Kleber. Not getting rid of him is a pretty big move. I like him a lot. Very solid defensively, very defensively sound. Can shoot the three really well. So you lose Reggie Bullock in the offseason, but you also still have Tim Hardaway and you have Maxi Kleber to pick up the shooting slack. That's interesting to me. Yeah, this is just a great offseason up and down. I'm looking at it. I'm interested. Dante Exum's a bit of a weird signing, but I'm guessing more defensive versatility. Haven't seen him play in the NBA in a few years, so we're going to have to see how that looks. But like I've stated, I love this offseason so much. I have nothing bad to say about it. I think they went the right direction, picking up some great defensive prospects and also proven defensive players. So we're going to see what they do next year. I'm interested. So that's really all I'm going to say. I think the Mavericks won the offseason in a secret way. I don't think they're the clear winners, but for what they had and what they did, I think they did a great job by surrounding Luka and Kyrie with some great defensive players. So we're going to have to wait and see. I'm excited to see the West. It's another team added to the West that did make the playoffs last year, so I feel bad for my Thunder, but we're gonna see. So thank you guys all so much. I appreciate it, and much more off-season content on the way. Thank you so much.